Alright, so we're going to start with our bell ringer today. Jeremiah, Sarah, and Patricia decided to raise money for a local homeless shelter by working in a local deli. The deli agreed to donate to charity a portion of the profits for each meal they sold. Jeremiah sold 3 times as many meals as Sarah. Patricia sold 2 more meals than Sarah. Does it say anything about how many Sarah sold? Does it say a number? Does it say anything? So we're just going to say that she sold M, whatever the number of meals is. Okay? If Jeremiah sold 3 times as many, what does times mean? What operation? Multiply. So 3M, or 3 times M. Patricia sold 2 more meals than Sarah. So we have the meals that Sarah sold plus 2. Alright? So if Sarah sold 24 meals, how many meals did Jeremiah sell? Well, what's 3 times 24? 72. So 72 meals. What about Patricia? Well, 24 plus 2. What does that give you? 26 meals. If I add all these up, how many meals did they sell together? 122. That's all you're doing. Okay? Make sure that you have the sheet back in front of you for what we're doing next. Alright, this top part is just reminding you how to solve equations. Okay? This is the same thing that we did for the last week and a half. The only difference is they have this inequality sign. But we're still going to draw our line. We're still going to circle the term with our variable. What am I going to do to both sides? Minus 4. Okay? 4 minus 4 gives me 0, leaves me with 2x. 24 minus 4, that's 20. Divide by 2. So what does that give me? 10. And then I'm literally just bringing the sign. Instead of an equal sign, I have this greater than or equal to. That's it. Literally, there's no difference right now. Okay? So on number 2, add 3 to both sides. I have m over 3. What is negative 6 plus 3? Negative 6 plus 3. Negative 3. And then I'm going to multiply these two. So m is less than or equal to, what's negative 3 times 3? Negative 9. Okay? Same thing here. Again, nothing is different than solving our 2-step equations. Now, here's where we got to do a couple things, right? First, we have 2 things that I would circle here, right? So what does that give me? 12x minus 8. Again, it's not very different. We can do this. Okay, do the last 2 and then let's do 7 together. 6, I mean. 6 is, and this is one of your IXLs that you were working on last week that you had problems with. So I have 7x minus 77 less than or equal to 100. Okay, now solve it and come back. Okay, you should have added 77 to both sides, so 7x less than or equal to 177. 177 divided by 7 is what? So it's going to be a decimal, which is fine. Perfectly fine. Okay. Try and solve 7. Okay, oh, that's a 6, my bad. That is what you should have. All right, now, here is where it gets different, okay? If you, I'm going to make sure that this is divide or multiply by a negative number, your sign is going to flip. It's going to change directions. So you see how the original one, the arrow points to the right, and then by the end, it's pointing to the left, okay? So that's what we need to make sure that we remember, and that's the hardest thing about solving these, okay? So at first, we're still going to solve the same way. We're still going to subtract 10 on both sides, still going to have our negative 4x, okay? This is still going to be 16. Now, when we divide by this negative 4, our sign is going to change. It's going to flip directions. When I started, it faced the left. Now it's going to face the right. Okay? And you can double check this when you put a number in. So, like in this one, x has got to be greater than negative 4. So if I put in 1, it makes this inequality true. Whereas if I put in a number like negative 16, that wouldn't make the inequality true, which is why the sign had to change. Okay? So same thing here. Still going to add 30 on both sides. That does not change. 48 less than or equal to negative 6x. I'm still going to divide by my negative 6. That does not change. It still doesn't change that my answer is negative 8. It still doesn't change that that leaves me my x or my 1x alone. What does change is that the sign is no longer facing towards the windows, it's facing towards the wall. Okay? So same thing here. I'm still going to add 4 on both sides. I'm still going to have a negative 11x here. I'm still going to have a negative 11 here. When I divide by that negative 11, my x is now less than positive 1. Okay? Number 23. And again, if you like it when we do that circle, let's make sure that we do that. Okay? Add a here. X over negative 6 less than or equal to negative 4. Multiply these two numbers. X is greater than or equal to positive 24. Again, you switch the sign when you multiply or divide by a negative number. Okay? Make sure that you do all of the things in the module.